Hey YouTube, welcome to challenge number 1. This is one that I've been trying to learn for quite a while now, but I've just been pushing it back and back and back, and I never got around to doing it. Today I'm going to learn to Ollie on a penny board. So this is my penny board. I've had this for a long time now. I got it back in my first year of uni. It was when, I thought student loans made me rich and not throwing me into a huge amount of debt. So this is custom made. On the website, the wheels are all a different colour. We have purple, red, blue and green. The trucks have a nice little wood and metal finish. And the screws here at the top, they match the same colour as the wheels. You've got red, purple, green and blue. All in all, I really love this board. I think it's super pretty. I don't know any tricks yet. So let's get straight into it. Let's learn how to Ollie. Okay, so first things first. Oopsie. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to go onto YouTube. It's probably the best way to, learn to do something like this in this day and age. So here we go. Skip.
Oh no, I'm gonna put a hole in my shoes and my mom's gonna kill me. You're not doing it correctly. Pop, drag, boop. Yeah, that's an ollie.
Okay, so I just spent about 10 minutes, about 10 minutes on YouTube. I'll put a link in the description to the ones that I thought were really helpful. Let's go and try it out. So I'm out here in my garden. I'm going to put this into practice. So first thing that I found was that if you want to get it, first thing is push back on here, pop it up, and then the foot slides up, and apparently that makes it go like this. Wish me luck. We're going to start now. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to practice just popping up. I'm doing it on the grass so that it doesn't slide around and I don't kill myself, because I don't have my helmet or pads, which I don't recommend if anyone wants to try this as well. Alright, next I'm going to try and get the sliding part done. So I've got the pop, I'm quite confident with that. Just going to get the slide to finish it off. Here we go again. Pop, slide, pop, slide. Okay, now I'm going to try and move on to actually putting it all together and getting the Ollie done. Here we go. When you're ready. Pop, slide, down. Ah! Oh. Okay. Close, close, close. Okay, so it's not too bad. I think I got maybe a bit of air in that last one. Oh, I'm tired. Do more cardio. Okay, well next stop, I'm going to practice a bit more on the grass, and then I'm going to see if I can move those 3 stages of pop, scrape and actual Ollie onto the pavement. You know what, I think I'm getting quite close here. Woo. Okay, so we're about 10 minutes in almost. I think I'm getting the hang of it, but the timing I think is probably the hardest bit. I can pop, I can scrape, but the timing is probably the hardest bit. So I'm going to go and try and do that some more, and then move on to the pavement. Okay, so I'm not getting any further. In the videos it says that I want to do it while I'm moving, so I'm going to try and move onto the pavement. Hopefully I don't die. 6, pop, then scrape, then Ollie. Okay, so now I'm slowly getting the hang of it. I'll give it a few more tries and then straight into the Ollie. Okay, here we go. Nailed it. I think I'm making some progress, so it's been 22 minutes. I'm not as afraid of falling over anymore. I used to be scared of doing anything that wasn't cruising around, so that's definitely an improvement. I think my balance is a bit off. I might have to watch the footage later, but I think I'm balancing backwards a bit. So I'm going to try and keep my head forward a bit. See how that goes. Okay, so we're approaching the 1 hour mark. Well, 59 minutes. I'm here with a friend of mine who's helping me film, and he told me that I should probably try and get my foot, instead of doing it up here, try and get more of the side. I think that might help. I think it just helped right now. So I'm going to take a quick break and then try again.
Sick.
Very good. I feel it. I'm not scared. How's that? Kickflip.
Rest in peace.
That's 30. That's great. Oh. Directions were there, but not right. I'm not staying on. Oh. it got air. I felt that. I got air. That's good. I'm tired. I kind of forgotten what I'm doing. I think I've been forgetting to scrape. So let me try that again. Tired. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it on the concrete on the hard ground today, so I'm just going to aim to try and get it still on the grass. So close. Can do one. I'm getting there.
Just need to land it.
I'm done for today. Okay, so I'm gonna stop it there. 1 hour, 40 minutes, 16 seconds, and 15 milliseconds. So I'm filming this a day after my original attempt at skateboarding, and my legs and my back are in so much pain. So 1 hour, 40 minutes, 16 seconds, and 15 milliseconds, or thereabouts. It took me to get my first, I'm gonna call it acceptable Ollie. I just couldn't do it anymore. I was so tired, my legs felt like jelly. It's amazing because these pro skaters and even like just skaters, they make it look so easy. Like the videos on YouTube that I saw, they were just doing it again and again and again, landing it every time. I think maybe trying to do my first ever Ollie on a penny board is probably not the best idea. So here are a few tips for you guys who want to do the same thing. Number one, I was getting my balance a bit off. So in the earlier videos, you'll see that as soon as I pop, I start to lean back a bit. And then that means that this just shoots right out from under my feet. So you want to try and keep, you go pop and keep your body there. Keep your body in the same place. Again, this might change when you're moving. Obviously, I failed to do that. Number two. So in the Braille skateboarding video, the tutorial, I completely recommend those. It says that you want to practice, just getting the pop, and then for like 10 minutes, and then trying to get the scrape for 10 minutes, and try and do the Ollie. And if you don't get it in like 5-10 minutes, then you go back and do it again, 5-10 minutes, popping, scraping, and then Ollie. And you just keep repeating until you get it. That's probably really good advice. I didn't follow that advice very well, and I completely regret that now. Probably would have made it a lot faster. To be fair, I'm quite happy with the progress that I made, but definitely good advice. Number three. Another problem that I had was that I just couldn't get used to doing both of those things. So if I was popping, I wouldn't be scraping too much. And my better attempts actually came when I remembered to scrape. That's probably what I was forgetting the most, because popping, that's quite easy to remember. But again, that scrape, especially when the board is and your body is it's not the easiest thing. Number 4, timing is very important. So another thing that I was doing was pop, and I'd be trying to scrape too early and pushing down on the board, which means that instead of going vroom and then scrape that back down, it was very much going popping and this pushing the board forwards and making it fly out from under my feet again. So one of the things I want to do is, it is quite late. When I rewatched the video of someone doing the penny board Ollie in their garage, he popped, the board came up. He said that he kept hitting his shin, so that's when I started to think maybe I'm not, waiting enough. So I would pop quite hard, get the board coming up, and then really try and get that left foot up and scrape and down again after a bit of delay. Number 5, take breaks. So eventually your legs start to tire out a lot and you just can't make it. So I was out there for, almost 2 hours, constantly trying to do it again and again and again and again. And it just got worse and worse and worse. Number 6, I'm not sure if it's, really the best thing to try and do it on grass first, because it's so different when you try and move it onto hard ground. On grass, it doesn't move at all. So you're basically just doing an ollie in the same place. It's nice to get used to the motions, but even just trying to stand on a board on hard ground, on flat ground, is difficult because it starts to roll away. So I know some people recommend that you do it when you're moving, but this means, just a bit of movement forward, not, speeding through. Number 7. One problem that I had was that when I've popped, you can see it might just be my shoes or it might be the penny board, might be my technique, but when I pop, my foot keeps on sliding straight off the penny board, especially when I've got forward momentum. So you really want to get onto the tail and make sure that you've got a solid grip on it, then you can move up. So that's all I can remember right now. If there are any changes or anything does come to mind, I will put them down in the comments and I'll pin it or something. I'm sure that a lot of people who have gone through the same experience might be able to comment with better suggestions or maybe some tips for me to improve as well. So yes, this wasn't completely successful. I did manage to do what I'm going to call an acceptable ollie on grass. I definitely got some air, I landed it, I didn't fall off the board. I'm proud of that. But I will try and get another video uploaded sometime of me trying to clean it up and move on to flat ground, or just show you guys the progress that I've made in my own time. Maybe like a challenge 1.1 sort of video. I hope you enjoyed. This was a taster into what the rest of my videos on the channel will probably be like. Obviously still early stages. Let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions on how I should improve, things I should take out, things I should add in, or things I just really liked about it. Positive and negative comments, they're both welcome. I guess that's it for today, so until next time. Ow, 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 ow.